Yeah. Well, I have to disagree a little bit. Usually Ursa will fall behind quite hard, but you have the Empower all the time on you. And it kind of makes it easier for you to farm. So, yeah, he's only 10k, but it could be much worse if he did not have this Empower effect, this buffing hero. Yeah, Roche kills, and for free. They just saw the Screen of Pain on bottom lane. The moment they saw her on bottom lane, they just did this. And they also devoured the cliff, so they knew that Roche was free game for them. So, pretty good. That's a cheese given to Invoker that also has Blink Dagger. I mean, he had the Blink Dagger, he has the BKB now as well. Yeah, Ursa is maybe going... Nah. I mean, it's very hard for them. They pinged out the Venge, but she pulls out. She's fine. Yeah, they see them. They see them. The Shackle? Miss. So... Gangsquad can just decide to go together now and force a fight because they have everything they need. They have a cheese and they have Aegis, and there's no way for Vega to actually deal with that completely. Kia Luna hits hard, Windrunner, she also hits very hard, but at the same time you have to get through Ursa twice and you have to get through Invoker twice because of the cheese, so... Maybe swap into RP or something like that, or swap into stun. Let's see what happens. Nah, then he's just moving away. At the same time, they might smoke here. Nope. Yeah, but... It's very hard for them to initiate on Windrunner. It's very hard for them to initiate overall, because the Magnus only has a blink. Has nothing else. No Force Staffs, no Shadow Blades, nothing like that. So there's only one repositioning tool that he's working with, and it's not enough. So they have to do something like a swap into stun or whatever. Or they can just put that Ursa in front and he takes the tower by himself on his own. Yeah. Yeah, no. This Luna is farming and she's keeping up with the Invoker quite well. They're up there. They're up there on the charts, and yeah, she's still on mid. We have a fight on mid. We just talked about how hard it is for them to initiate. They have Aegis, they have cheese, but it's super hard for them to start a fight. And Windrunner, she was on mid. She looked like she was alone. She looked like she was vulnerable. But at the same time, she really isn't. She has a BKB Blink Dagger, she has Windrun, and the item that she just finished, Aeon Disc. And that's really what won them that whole fight. They wasted the RP on her, they still couldn't get her. So she just BKB turned on Dark Willow, and it was just a disaster from then on. It's so easy to... Yeah. Yeah, just a shackle shot. Yeah, pretty much. Still, it's not the easiest job for them to push high ground versus this Invoker, so that's why we see all these tier 2s, this tier 2 standing on top still, and they're reluctant to push the high ground even though they wipe them. But overall, the time will come very soon, as that Luna has finished the butterfly now, and it's becoming easier and easier for them to take the main objectives in the barracks.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, definitely. Here's the thing though, like just putting Luna in front and making her... Okay, we have an Ursa with an Empower wrapping around, never mind. Here's the thing, if you have a Luna in front, it's not really simple for her to push versus Avenge because of the swap, right? So that's kind of difficult, but overall... I believe they're either gonna wait for a pick-off and slowly strangle them out of all the resources. That's usually what these teams do. They're gonna ward around their high ground and just stand here where they are standing. So Luna can just farm around. Like they can all farm around their base, but at the same time they're restricting Gangsquad from coming out from their high ground. If you go down, you die. That's pretty much how they're playing right now. And they smoked up, so they're ready for someone. Yeah. Yeah, that was really... Shadow Amulet. They played that really well. Yeah, the first... but as we said, the first time they go off high ground, they get initiated on. Like, they have to be super careful how they are moving, and because of that, they're getting no farm. The only farm they are getting is this farm that comes up to their high ground, and that's one creep wave. They don't have the access to their jungle. And here we have 9 going down there onto the bottom lane, and nah, X is not gonna go for him. He didn't see him right now. He needs +1. Yeah, he definitely needs +1. These Fort Spirits are gonna help out, push out these lanes and get some farm into Invoker's hands. Yeah. Pretty much at this moment they have to move as 5. There's no reason for them to split up across the map, but the problem is this... maybe a swap? Nah, not gonna happen. Yeah. Maybe a glimpse? He misses. But there's a blink. They're just bullying them back onto the high ground. They're not letting them get down, man. Like they took control of this game and they don't want to lose it. Like they're not letting... Like look at this. You have to move as 5. There's no doubt about it here, but still, it just feels sad. Especially when you're this Ursa. You're under-farmed as it is, and then you can't even step down off your high ground. Well, at least he can farm around his shrine a little bit for now. And this is good because... it's hard right now for Vega to go there because they have no wards, so that's kind of good. This is a good move from Gangsquad, just going there, planting some sentries, devording, maybe plant some wards around the pit inside of the enemy jungle, so they can make some aggressive movements later on. And they have really good, yeah. DRP! Yeah.
Steps under attack.
At the same time, though, Dendi had to buy back. Queen of Pain died in that first RP, so there is that at least. It's not too bad for them, because they are gonna take this Rosh, and with Rosh they can give either cheese or ages to the Queen of Pain, so she will have those 2 lives, unless...
Dire's top tower is under attack. Roshan has fallen to the Dire. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, this is a disaster. They just wasted a buyback on Ursa. They didn't get really anything out of it, and they are forced to fall back to the high ground. Like, there's no reason for Vega to stand down any longer. They're just gonna go high ground. They should push right now, at least. They still decide not to. They are still farming, waiting. They really... They just truly respect the power that Venge and Invoker bring to the table. It's... Yeah, the Satanic is definitely... The double Satanic and the double BKB. As long as she doesn't get RP'd somewhere, like, behind on the tier 4s. Like, I can see her dying if she gets swapped into RP somewhere super far behind. But besides that, like, it's very hard to kill her. And it's amazing, like, they are leading this game by so much. Like, they're in control, but they cannot reach high ground. It's... Invoker makes it so difficult. They just need a pick off on this Invoker. He's making so much space. He's buying so much time for his team, but... Like... What is his team doing with that space? That's the question. Like, this Ursa, he didn't buy a new item in 15 minutes or so. Like, Magnus, he bought Yules. It's not really gonna win you the game. You have Dark Willow with Yules as well. All these items, like, they're basically all in on Invoker, and if he dies, it's pretty much GG. He has no buyback right now either. He's missing 100 gold. They smoked up. They're gonna maybe hunt Ursa on bottom lane. Maybe they go for high ground. Oh, Invoker, he's moving out. They don't see him. Yeah, if you go with Dendi, there's a chance, definitely. They wasted 2 BKBs. And instantly Gangsquad smoked up. They might actually do an aggressive move. Very unlikely that they're gonna go on low ground and fight them. But they do realize that 2 BKBs were wasted on the side of Vega, so maybe. We'll see. There's Venge smoked up. She might swap Mag out. RP.
We against the enemy once more.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
There's no buyback.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Has Jules?
This isn't over.
That
Oh, the Aegis! What a perfect time. What a perfect time for Aegis to run out. I mean, it could have been super bad for him. He could have died there as well. But still, they force the Dark Willow buyback. They take a tier 3 and they're forced to go back. This is actually ridiculous. Like, they're so in front, but they can't breach high ground versus this pesky Invoker and this pesky Venge. They can't take shrines now, though. So once they do that, Roshan becomes much easier. So they'll be able to take Rosh without actually even being contested too hard. We'll see, though. There is still an RP, and there is still an Ursa with Empower. Yeah, there's nothing he can do. He went for this Yules to... I'm not certain why. I guess it's good versus Axe, and at the same time, it's the silence. Yeah, it's these two things, Axe and silence, but it's not winning him the game, that's for sure. Yeah, but there's a sentry, like he should, if he goes closer, he should be in vision. Oh, Ursa goes in. RP!
I'm sorry. Did you say stop?
All right, so there is he has buyback in 30 seconds, so they need to hold high ground for 30 seconds. And they don't know that he doesn't have buyback, so apparently they're not even going. There's that.
Radiant's top shrine is under attack. Radiant's top shrine has fallen.
Yeah.
I guess I can get faster.
Yeah. And then you have these Aeon discs as well. Even Luna has one at this moment, so it's super hard to take them down in one go. So even if you do manage to RP multiple targets, chances are they're just gonna Aeon disc and run around, run away. And if you if that doesn't happen, they still have the BKBs or whatnot, so they're really hard to kill, definitely. And Gangsquads just can't find the real way to teamfight versus these heroes, actually.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack.
Yeah, you have the swap, you have the Invoker. While on the other hand, you have this Axe, who was a support, and he has the Berserker's Call, and arguably he's doing even more than the RP on the other side. It's just that call. Yeah, but that's what it is. That's truly what it is. Magnus kinda buffs your carry a bit better, so it enables these heroes like Ursa to work, but not in this game so far, at least. But They're not. They're pushing high ground, but the Gangsquad is not ready to have
Radiant's
this.
middle barracks are under attack.
Do they have Fortify even? Yeah.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
They certainly can. There's no invoke.
Is under attack.
What? Oh, the fear!
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
The shackle!
Radiant's top tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack.
In the
Dire's
meantime,
top tower is
in the
under
meantime, you lost 2 sides, and you wasted your buybacks. Yeah.
Make you pay for this.
I do suffer fools.
Very calculated. What's the courier doing, by the way? It's kind of flying mid. All right. It's gonna go pick that gem up, most likely. It's gonna try at least. Courier? Courier? Take the gem? I mean, he was quite low. He was quite low. He had to run for his life. He was afraid of maybe Invoker following up or someone like that. So. And rip.
Has been killed.
The courier is dead.
Double damage. That bounty which will literally prize. Here, a hero dies.
Sound of mind and body.
I mean, Venge can buy back, but that's not enough. Even if Magnus buybacks, it's still not enough. Yeah, Luna is porting in, and
Polish my home.
I mean, they're probably just gonna go for rush. They must know. I Invoker bought back last fight. They must know that Invoker does not have the buyback, but yeah, they're doing it quite fast, so they can wait.
Illusion.
Yeah, he just counts on that Satanic to save his life. And he has the Aeon Disc. Yeah, has the Aeon Disc too, and double BKB. They're going straight throne, it seems, yeah. And the push. Do buyback now? That's the question. Do buyback. She does buyback. GG! Like me and you, baby, we casted 80, 90 minutes.